friends, I was just hoping I'd see you. It is your friendly purple fat cat. Today for a little bit of more advice. This can be for more 2020 quarantine times, or just any time that you would like some more tips and opinions of the fat cat about how to get our word, our music, our art, our creations out into the world. I have 2 points to tell you today. The first thing I wanted to talk about is videos. Obviously, shock, this is YouTube, I'm in a video, but that's not really the kind of video I mean. I mean, this counts. But really, more what I'm talking about today is the social media. Oh no. But yes, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, that kind of thing. Instagram also counts. Because I've noticed you can do live videos and pre-recorded videos on most of those, if not all of those platforms. And I've noticed a lot of creatives, music, art, name your pick, anything, dancers, everything, have been putting out some very awesome content that before quarantine I hadn't seen as much. Because this really has been bringing out our attempts to get our name out there, to get our creations out there in a different way. And that's interesting, and that's why I made this video, to talk to you about it. See, doing videos and sharing them on the social medias is actually quite helpful. It gets your name out there, it gets your creations out there, and a lot of times it's a morale boost. Like we talked in my You're Not Useless During Quarantine video from a couple weeks ago. Can't believe this is still going on, but hey, we're doing the best we can. Hope you're doing safe and well and all that. But like I mentioned that last time, we can use our creations to not only boost our own morale, but help other people feel better if we can. And that if that's a lot, that's okay. Because remember, we're all going through this together, and we all got to give ourselves some time. But if you want to help, there's so much ways that you can help. And also with the videos, you can also help yourself. I see lots of artists who not only do like a follow me, art with me kind of video, you know, paint right along and have people watch. There's also artists in stores and stuff, like small businesses, who will do lives and show a lot of their merchandise, and people can buy it off the live. They can either say, hey, I want that, will you deliver it to me, if it's a small local store, or people can pay you on like Vimeo and PayPal, and that also goes for musicians. I have some musicians friends who are doing lives, especially on Facebook. I've noticed this. Especially on Facebook, they'll do lives and people can tip them on PayPal and stuff. And I was not initially aware of this until I had it explained to me, so I thought I wanted to share this information. I think that's a very exciting prospect, especially right now. Us musicians, we can't go out and play at a gig, and that's tough, but we can still play for other people, for morale, for fun, and possibly for some tips. And all those are good things, right? It's all good. And the same thing with art and beating and dance. Show your stuff on lives or pre-recorded if you don't feel comfortable going live. That's okay. And you don't have to accept the tips if you don't want to. But it's good to share your art. It's good to get your name out there. And also with videos, it's a little less intimidating because you can think beforehand what you want to say, which is one of the reasons I like doing YouTube. It's fun. So there's that. We would also like to make our second point, community. Because, well, for a perfect example, I live in a small town. You guys may live in a small town, big cities, out in the middle of nowhere. Well, either way, community is a community. And it's important. And right now, there's all kinds of creative ways to contribute and work with your community, even if we have to stay 6 feet apart. Sorry, with a mask. But there's some ways where we do not have to be separated. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but around, like, for example, my area, they do this fun thing with paint little rocks. I love doing it. You may have seen my rock painting video from a couple weeks ago. I love doing it. It's so much fun. It's very good work. It's very good practice. If you need practice working on miniature things, it's fun. You don't need a canvas. You just need some paint. And the most fun part, my personal opinion, is you finish a bunch and then you go out and hide them. It's like an Easter egg hunt, but better, because you're hiding art for people to find. How magical is that? It's like you're a fairy hiding out fun little magic rocks. I love it. And it's a great way to boost your morale because you're creating, and think of the happy little moment of someone who's gonna come along going for a walk and they see a happy little rock and they see like a little happy little jellyfish or something. I mean, I like to paint jellyfish. You don't have to paint jellyfish. You can put messages, you could put little images, whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. And then put it out there for people to find, to make them happy. And get your art out there. And you can do it anonymously or tell people. I like to do it anonymously. I mean, I tell you guys, but you guys don't tell anybody, right? You can tell people. There's Facebook groups you can share it on now. It's all kind of fun. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was chalk painting. And chalk is a viable medium. I know we think of it as, oh, little kids play with it in the summertime. No, there are so many amazing chalk artists. You look it up if you don't believe me. Fat Cat knows. The Fat Cat is not a very good chalk artist, but I try. And it's so much fun to do, especially now, well, here where I am, it's much warmer. Here it's quite hot today. It's a little too hot for chalk today, maybe tomorrow. But you know when it's nice out, you go, you make some beautiful messages, make some cool images, make a stinking hopscotch thing if you want to. That's awesome and fun. And again, it makes you happy. And when people come along and find it, it's like, ooh, there's some beautiful art on the ground that I can look at, admire, and maybe play on and do some hopscotch. It's so much fun. And it's a good way, again, to get your art out there. And you can sign it if you want to. I've seen people sign their chalk art before. It's a thing. You don't have to if you don't want to. And then one more thing I have on the point of community is music. Because again, us musicians might be missing our gigs. I know I'm missing all my music friends. So one fun way to do this, which I have not participated in yet, but I've seen lots of people who have, is porch jamming. You sit on your porch, your friend who plays a guitar or a drums sits on their porch and you all play together. You're close enough so you can hear each other, because of course we know that's very important. And you have a little jam together, and suddenly this quiet, sad little neighborhood sounds like it's having a party. And how amazing is that? You don't have to, you can be a bunch of feet away from each other, but you can still have that connection through music. While you're playing it with someone, or someone's listening and dancing and jamming a couple feet away, you still have that connection. You're still getting your music out, and you're still getting that wonderful energy and appreciation back. And that's pretty amazing. So friends, I hope those two little pointers about videos in the interwebs and ways to contribute artfully and musically to your community maybe sparked some inspiration and gave you some tips and knowledge and ideas for what to do when you have time and you are emotionally ready, because it's okay if you're not. But when you're ready to create and send your stuff out there, you don't forget your lovely friend, the internet, and don't forget your wonderful community. But most importantly, don't forget to stay awesome and stay safe, because you guys are awesome and I love you. Have a wonderful day.